Hello and welcome to this episode of the Confident Birth Preparation. I'm Charlotte Canye, supporting women to feel confident in birth, and today I'm delighted to welcome Michelle White, who is a photographer of maternity and newborn specialist. So welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'd love for you to introduce a little bit more about this, about what you do with the photography of mothers and mothers-to-be.
Yeah, so well, I've been a photographer now for over 10 years. I love doing newborn photography, absolutely love having babies in my studio every day. And we also do maternity photography as well. It's just so nice to get to know the mums before they actually bring their babies in. And it's just a great way to build up a relationship with my clients as well.
Yeah. What do you love about photographing newborns? What do you?
You just get to cuddle babies all the time, and it's so nice. But yeah, it's just a wonderful way to capture that newborn moment and have these memories for their parents to enjoy, their grandparents to enjoy. It's just a wonderful job, really, to have, and everybody's wants these photos. Everybody will get enjoyment out of having photographs of their newborn babies, and it is a great job to have, and I do love doing it.
Yeah, I didn't have for myself, and I think I would have loved to have captured some pregnancy moments and newborn moments because they pass so quickly, and it's such
They do.
a time to honour, isn't it, really? So I know I hardly had any pictures actually when I was pregnant, and yeah, what does a maternity, say we'll start with maternity and move on to newborn, what does a maternity shoot involve? What happens for people, and what do they do? Because they come in.
Okay, so we usually have the mums come in between 30 to 38 weeks of pregnancy. It's usually the best time to capture them because the bellies are quite visible pregnant, and the mum's still quite comfortable with being pregnant. She's not too heavy, so she can still move around quite a bit and enjoy the session with us. The maternity session, we always include partners, and if they've got any other children, we encourage the other children to be involved within the session as well. We supply all the outfits what the moms put on. We use a lot of silk for draping and wrapping around the moms, which is beautiful. The style of photography that I aim to achieve with the maternity photography is quite a powerful, strong woman. When you have a look at my artwork, hopefully that does come across in the portraits that I capture. I just think I honestly do think pregnant women are absolutely beautiful, and I do love to capture and try and capture that beauty for every client that comes in the door. I think you do need to be quite a confident woman as well to have these portraits taken. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, maternity photography, but personally, I absolutely love it.
I think it's beautiful what you've just said, and I think that women sometimes think they're not confident or lack confidence, but they actually have this strength, like you said, and when they're maternity, they're bringing that baby in. And I love what you said about the artwork. It's like an art form. You're bringing that out of the woman in something she can capture and look back on as a moment.
Yeah,
in a really beautiful way. I love that. Do you see that kind of transformation in women that come to you for a shoot and then choosing their photos, how they kind of blossom into that? Do you see that happening?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think they forget what it was like to be pregnant, and they love looking back at their maternity photography and feeling how confident they were and how beautiful they were. I don't think there's a mum that's ever been in that's not liked any of their maternity photography because they love looking at their baby bump. And a lot of them miss it once the baby's born and they've seen the maternity photography. A lot of them say how much they miss their bump, and how empowering it was to have the photos taken at that time. There's a lot of mums that do come into me, maybe IVF mums, or maybe first may not be able to get pregnant again. So they want to make sure that they capture every moment of their pregnancy journey. And it's just nice that I can do that for them.
Beautiful. I do wish I'd had one. I think it's also it could be so powerful when there's so many messages about women's bodies out there, some of which are negative, and you can feel like you're growing heavy, like you said, and you might feel fat, and then you might feel this, or you might feel heavy and you can't move. So when you see the photos, it's like, wow, is that really me?
Yeah.
Because you've taken them directly, you know, it's not just some magazine that's photoshopped and it's unrealistic. That's actually you. And I've seen your beautiful artwork. I've looked through your gallery and in your studio, and it's really beautiful. And that's really that we don't always see ourselves how other people see us, and you're like, you've got that eye, you're looking at what you can see in the artist creation. I really love that, which I think it's such a I think I hadn't appreciated till after the event of what I could have done with that. It's really, that's why
I think that's it. So it's like when the ladies do come into me, excuse me, we have a consultation where we discuss what they want to get from the shoot. A lot of the ladies that come to me do love the naked shots because they are elegant, they're done with soft lighting, and they are quite powerful and beautiful. And a lot of the ladies do specifically ask for the naked shots because they feel comfortable to come into me and have those done, which is great. I absolutely love that. And it's nice that I can try and capture what I think is their personality within the shoot as well. So different dresses, I can style it colour wise. I can try and capture their journey within the photographs as well to suit them, which makes it a little bit more personal for the mums to be.
I think personal attention is really powerful just in itself. So having something dedicated for you to celebrate you in that way.
Yeah. Definitely.
So much more than just a photo shoot, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or just, you know, just your partner just taking a picture. It's beautiful as well to have pictures, but just have that dedicated shoot like that. I think it's beautiful.
Oh, exactly. I think that's the whole purpose of going to a professional photographer. You can, you know, that they've got the eye to capture what you might not be able to envision. For example, if you ask your partner to take photos, they might not be able to visualise the art within the portrait that you want to have captured and put up on your wall, and to have people to look at for generations to come. And I think that's why it is so important to capture these moments via a professional photographer if you can. And the quality
of real art form, isn't it? The quality of the picture, and also to make it not look plastic or posed, but to capture it, and it's amazing. It's really amazing.
And it is an art form, and I studied it as an art form at university. It was fine art photography, and that's how I wanted to portray my work as fine art, and as an art form that people can hang up on their walls, and that their babies can enjoy it when they're older, and their families can also enjoy it. It's the heirlooms. That's the whole purpose of a photograph. It's the most important image that people can have within their families.
And so then in the newborn, is it similar? You have a consultation, and how does it work with newborns? Because they're very unpredictable newborns. They don't do the poses for you.
Well, I'm fully trained in the art of newborn posing. It is a skill. You do need to learn it. You need to be aware of the safety elements involved with newborn photography. You can't just pick up a baby and know how to pose it properly. Obviously, it's a human being you're dealing with. You need to know what you're doing. Regarding the consultation, when the parents come in, we discuss colours, colour schemes, if they want wraps, if they want clothing on the baby, if they want just the naked shots, we do a bit of a mixture. So we try and work around what the parents want, as well as obviously the normal working flow that we usually go through anyway, because a lot of parents come in and say they're not sure what photos they want. They're just happy for me to do what I can, which is great. But obviously we try and work their colour scheme. So for example, we know these pictures are going to be up on their walls. We want to make sure the colours work within their household. So yeah, we do obviously talk a lot about that as well when they come into the studio.
And what happens like if the baby's crying or is, you know, is unsettled? How do you work around the baby's timetables? Do you just have a flexible sort of time zone, or?
Well, we send out a preparation list for the mums before they come into the studio. So it's about how to feed baby before they come out, trying to keep baby as alert as they can in the morning. So when they do come into the studio, hopefully they'll have a full tummy, they'll be super sleepy from being awake all morning. And then obviously the baby does need that extra top up when they come into the studio. We schedule the session for 3 hours to give plenty of time for feeding, for comfort, if baby needs changing. Literally, there's not a shoot that goes by where a baby doesn't wee or poo during the shoot.
I was thinking that.
The baby is naked throughout the session. So yeah, and it's usually me they get. So hopefully, if they don't always get the parents.
You have to have lots of changes of clothing and lots of washing in your house.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely.
It's kind of the behind the scenes moment.
It comes with the job.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great, and we always have enough time to make sure that we comfort baby. The baby doesn't stay awake for too long. We're baby whisperers. We try and we know the techniques to how to get baby off to sleep and how to settle babies. We've never ever had to cancel a shoot because a baby hasn't been able to settle. Babies always do settle eventually. It's always a number of things. If they need feeding, if they need rocking off to sleep. Some babies just need that dummy to help settle them. There's a number of things, and we work through them, and we work out what's best for that baby.
Excuse me just a moment. So we're back again, and that's it's like the job of a mother, and I guess in a newborn photographer, those interruptions and managing it and the flexibility goes with the course. Do you find that it feels like beyond being a photographer, you also like, it's such a supportive thing for the mother for you to see how you're able to settle the baby, and there is a first-time mother who may be nervous with that, because you do them within 2 weeks, don't you, the newborn?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
When they're very, very new, and it's all new and overwhelming. But that space of 3 hours, it's like being looked after by a mother photographer in a way. But it's what it sounds like. Is that what it's like?
No, it is exactly what it's like. We have a lot of mums who do go away with tips on how to settle baby. The white noise apps that we use, how to rock babies off to sleep certain ways. They absolutely love it. They do walk away with a lot of new tips on how to settle a baby, and a lot of mums are in awe of that, really, and are grateful for the tips that they do receive.
And do dads feel that kind of benefit from you as well? I know you work with your partner as well, don't you? So you've got...
Yes. Yeah, I do. And I think a lot of the dads that come in are grateful that my husband's there as well to talk to about dad things. And it's nice that we've got that sort of connection of myself and my husband working together in the studio, and then new parents coming in, and it's nice that it's a very friendly atmosphere, and both parents do feel at ease with us quite quickly, and can talk openly about subjects like breastfeeding, about settling babies, and we try and give as much tips and help as we can. Obviously we're not experts, but we try and give our own personal advice. I'm a parent of two. I've got a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old. So yeah, we try and obviously give off what we know as parents, as well as being in the studio working with other babies every day.
Yeah, that's lovely, reassuring. It sounds like such an experience rather than, you know, a quick snap or like a passport shoot or something. It's like a real experience coming into the studio, having all that conversation.
But
And
that's really what we want to try and achieve. It's all about the experience, and then obviously to go away then with beautiful artwork. We try and start the experience from the moment they contact us, and we try and keep that experience as real as we can, really, for the client, so they feel comfortable with us, because obviously it's a huge thing to come into a studio and feel relaxed with a complete stranger when you're having your maternity photos done, and then to hand your newborn baby over to a complete stranger. We try and connect with our clients from the outset, talking to our clients, talking about their experience with the birthing process, so they do feel a lot more relaxed, that they sort of know us a little bit more for when they do bring in their babies. And it is all about the experience. We want to make them feel relaxed. And we do get a lot of repeat customers in, because obviously they must feel relaxed if they do come back to us, which is basically what we're all about.
oh, wonderful. And what drew you to specialise in the area of mothers and newborns in the first place, from your fine art starting of interest and then you to specialise?
I think since I left university, I started working in schools, and then I sort of slowly progressed into doing children's photography, and then I met somebody who ended up becoming like a mentor to me, who specialised in newborn photography, and I just loved the idea of doing something like that. And then it was around the same time that I was having my first child, and so then literally I started then just specialising in just doing newborns around that sort of time, and then just took off from there, really. I just didn't want to do anything else other than newborns and maternity.
There's something magical about looking into a newborn's eyes and the presence when they're just so new like that. Really magical energy on the.
Definitely, and it's nice to see such happy parents. Obviously, I know they're all tired, they're exhausted within the first 2 weeks, but it's just the joy that you see, and the unconditional love that all parents have, and it's just beautiful to capture that in camera as well.
I think women are incredible.
They are. We are.
Yeah, we are. And what was I going to say? So would you have any, are there any other questions that women quite often ask that, when they're thinking about, well, should I have a shoot or shouldn't I have a photograph? And what would you say? What kind of questions do you find yourself answering?
It's mainly questions that they ask about how it all works, like the process. So a lot of women are confused about how it works with scheduling dates, because they never know when babies are going to be born. So the thing I always tell ladies is I book in a certain number of shoots every month. So once I've hit that capacity, I don't book any more in for ladies due around that sort of time. This allows me to be flexible with my dates. So once somebody's booked in, we reserve like a floating slot. So if baby does arrive early or late, I can be flexible with those dates and make sure we capture baby within the first 2 weeks of baby being born. All I ask is that they give me a call or drop me a message as soon as baby arrives. They usually have a list of people that they need to contact. I always say, put me on that list, even if it's just like a message in the middle of the night to say baby's just arrived. And then I get back to them then with their confirmed date for the newborn session. That's usually the main question people are confused about, is how do I schedule in the dates and work out when's the best time to bring baby in after they're being born. But yeah, that's the question that everybody asks.
Yeah, that's really good. Good to know to how that, yeah. And if there was anything, any kind of like last advice or any kind of things you'd like to say about for a woman who's either thinking about having a photo shoot or who kind of like just from your experiences, what I'm getting from your from everything you've said is how, like, from the journey through pregnancy, child, the next child, and you know, this is like the confident birth preparation. I think having a photo shoot's a really, people think of birth preparation all the time as like the hypnobirthing and the antenatal classes, which are obviously a really crucial part of your preparation. But I think a photography shoot is really wonderful preparation of that focus on you, like you're important and valuable, and then you have this amazing artwork that's you, like you said, bringing out the personality, capturing their strengths, their artwork in the art form of it is. And whenever, I imagine if I'd had one, whenever I looked at it, I'd be like, that's me, that's how strong I am, that's how. And so when you're feeling low, or even in labor, if you start, you know, when you start at home and if you've done a maternity shoot before, you're like, that's me. And then you have and it can carry you through. Then you would have like the newborn one, and you're like, oh look, this journey. That, I think it's really wonderful. So I just wanted to say that because I really wish I'd had it done. Maybe I'll have some family shoots later, but that, like you said, that newborn moment it's fleeting, but it's so amazing. Like I do remember looking at my baby when they're just born and they sleep a lot, and you look and they're like so kind of peaceful and so big whilst being small. So that joy.
It is a blur in the first few weeks of being born. You don't remember much about it because you're just so sleep deprived. And to capture your baby when they're so small is a lovely memory to keep, and to look back on years later, and to show your child when they're grown up how small they were, and what they looked like when they were babies is beautiful. And I think it is something that all parents should do. And also as well, we've been speaking a lot about the moms. I think it's important to mention about the dads as well, because I see so much more connection. For example, if I have a maternity shoot, the partners do usually come along. I notice that the dads might not be as connected within the photo shoot for a maternity shoot. We only do a few photos with the dads usually for the maternity. It's mainly focused on the moms. But I notice when they come in with their newborn babies, the connection is so strong with the dads, and it's lovely to see that connection, because you obviously automatically assume that the moms are always going to have that beautiful connection, but it's nice to see that the dads want to be in the photographs. They don't always want to be in the photographs for the maternity. As soon as they're holding their babies, they can't wait to get in front of the camera and have photos taken with their babies. And they seem more excited about it than the moms sometimes, because the moms are so tired and don't feel or want to have their photographs taken. But it's always the dads that are the first ones to jump up and say, oh, I want that picture with my baby. And I think that's really, really nice. And I do love seeing that sort of transformation from the dads, from the maternity shoot to the newborn shoot. It's really heartwarming.
Yeah, beautiful. It's really lovely. And so I can hear my children going, yes, she said she'd be finished. Oh, the joys of working with your children at home. It is joyful. It's joyful and challenging. So if there was a kind of takeaway, anything you'd like women or men listening to this interview, what would you like to leave them with as a?
I would say your newborn moments are so fleeting that you need to just capture every moment you can. If it's in camera, just cuddle your babies as much as you can, because before you know it, they're going to be grown up and won't want cuddles. You can't spoil children enough, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you can't hold them enough. Yeah,
you can't at all. Just
can't hold
love
them
every
too much.
moment. Yeah, exactly. Love every moment of being a parent. because before you know it, they'll be going off to university and you won't see them for weeks on end. And then you'll obviously regret not having those moments when you can look back on as well, and looking back at the journey of your parenthood. Because parenthood is a magical moment. And if you can look back on those through photographs, obviously not all of them will be through a professional photographer, but if you can capture those milestones and have those memories to look back on, I think it's the most important thing you can do.
And
Also,
carry you through, carry you through darker moments if you have captured some of the positive moments, even if they're just ordinary moments, but just something about them that was special to you. It might just be a look, or you were shopping, or just the ordinary moments. And so it doesn't always need to be a professional shoot, like you said. We've got the phones now. Capture those ordinary moments, do an album, do something, and like slow down and enjoy those cuddles is really.
And that's another thing is why you just said about albums. Print all your pictures, because nobody looks back at your phones. Digitals won't last forever. Prints will last forever. And having photographs around your home of your children actually is known to build up their confidence, to have photos of them around the home. You should display these pictures. You should be proud that you've got all these gorgeous photos of your babies, and just enjoy them.
That's interesting about it, building their confidence. I hadn't really thought of that, or I've got them round because it's nice for me when I see them at a younger age. But it's true. My 2-year-old points and goes, "That's my brother. That's like you said, that's daddy," and points at them on the wall. So it's an interactive.
It is, definitely.
I hadn't thought about it as like an educational and confidence building tool in a way. Because we have printed some photo books out of all the pictures, and they do look through them sometimes, the children, and they're fascinated because their memories change. They can't always remember and things that they do remember, and then you share those memories. So it is a really lovely, in a digital age, it's a really lovely way to connect in the family afterwards as well.
Oh, definitely. And like you say, it's a talking point. Everybody loves to look at photos, and when they're 18 and bringing their first boyfriend or girlfriend home, it's nice to get the album out. And
we've got lots of ammunition nowadays. I've got some crazy pictures of my children, and some that they take of each other with sellotape around their faces and all sorts.
Exactly.
It's like the contrast between your artwork and my children's artwork, where they rip their sellotape around, "Take a picture of me." I'm like, really? They colour themselves with pen. "Take a picture of me."
Oh, my children are the same, exactly the same.
Yeah. So it's another reason to have a professional shoot where you can say, here's the beautiful artwork, and here's the everyday. I know, 1 minute. So thank you so much for that. It's really,
thank you
for your time this morning. And I will be putting, for people who are interested to see, after we've talked about the artwork, I will put some samples of or links to your gallery and so on underneath this. And I know you do a special offer for people that can apply for a special offer if they're interested in a shoot for you through this interview. So I will place that as well for people to have a look at. And of course, you might not be local to us in Birmingham in the UK, which is where we're broadcasting from, but there are of course worldwide opportunities for you to celebrate your journey and your special moments in your family life. So I hope that people listening are inspired by this conversation with Michelle this morning. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Charlotte. It's been an honour, honestly. Thank you for asking me to do this.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.